1090 AM, WILD, a Radio 1 station, is doing their part to measure the movement. Reverend Al Sharpton's National Action Network proudly presents Measuring the Movement, a TV1 special presentation hosted and moderated by Tom Joyner from the Tom Joyner Morning Show and Roland Martin from TV1's Washington Watch, live from New York. And now, time to measure the movement, courtesy of TV1.
1090 AM WILD here in Boston is the only African-American radio station that is representative of what the Reverend Al Sharpton, Tom Joyner, and Roland Martin and others are putting together to measure the movement, to inform you, educate you, empower you, and preparing for a movement plan for the Black agenda.
Hey folks, welcome back to the National Action Network Forum. This forum is designed to bring about change in the African-American community. All right, folks, settle down. We're back on TV. Hey, we back on live TV. Settle down. Now, Tom, I put this in the script for you. The Bible says the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. How are folks on the net saying they are going to do their part to make a difference, Tom? I'm sorry. How are folks on the web saying they're going to do their part? I knew that Bible thing threw you off, but go ahead.
I'm sorry, Roland. I was busy going through the blogs and the web. I really didn't.
Any comments from the web?
On what? On what?
On anything.
Oh yeah, real good. From at TV1 TV, the IRS is dragging their feet with my home buyer's credit refund check.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
Okay. Come back to me.
All right, I'll come back to you. All right, folks. For so many years, many thought we would never see an African-American president. President Barack Obama proved them wrong. The president has often talked about raising the expectations in our community. That's certainly not new words for many of us. Specifically, the president has dealt with the issue of fatherhood, family, and values. Joining us now to help us come up with some ways to tackle these issues are Albert Dotson, Jr., chairman of the 100 Black Men of America. We also have Jeff Johnson, journalist, social activist, and political commentator for BET. And of course, still on the panel is Warren Ballentine, Michael Eric Dyson, Tamika Mallory, and Boyce Watkins as well. Albert, we just talked about political, economic. But when you look at the stats, the reality is you have a greater chance of owning a home, building wealth, voting, not going to prison, when you operating from a two-parent household. And we know when it comes to our numbers when children born out of wedlock. So what is the 100 Black Men doing to deal with this whole issue of black men being responsible fathers and husbands that contributes to that political and economic power?
Well, first of all, 100 Black Men of America recognizes as an epidemic here in our nation. When you have young people not graduating from college, when you don't have the pipeline that was spoke about earlier being created, then we as men will step up and must step up to provide mentors for our young people. We're training them and making sure they understand the importance of education. We're in the schools mentoring them, and we believe that mentoring is a sustainable relationship. This is not a one-off discussion. This is not a project that we're involved in. The 100 Black Men has been involved in this long term.
So you have an existing mentoring program. How many chapters across the country?
We have 116 chapters around the world. Okay,
so folks out there who are looking for someone to mentor their particular child, they can reach out to the 100 Black Men in that particular area.
That is correct.
Okay, Jeff, this is a critical issue when we talk about how do we frankly bring the black family back together. So what specifically should we be doing from an organizational standpoint, a policy standpoint, or an individual standpoint?
All of that?
Well, no. I gave you an option, one of the three. Take your pick.
I think clearly the black family is suffering at the same level as the broader community as it relates to the number of divorces. I think that the church needs to increase its effectiveness in how it deals with we spend more time talking about is marriage supposed to be between a man and a woman than dealing with how are you married when you get married. And so I think that there needs to be a fundamental process by which we're understanding that what marriage means as it relates to commitment, as it relates to child rearing, as it relates to finance. that the first institution that we have in our community is the family. And if the family doesn't work, the rest of the community doesn't work. But if we don't have institutions, we've forgotten how to be family.
Right.
And so we got young mothers that in the name of trying to be the best mother they can be, believe that nobody is supposed to help them raise a child. When we came up in multi-generational families where Big Mama could be like, look, baby, that ain't how you hold that baby.
Right.
And Uncle and them, hold up, y'all, and Uncle and them could go get the Negro that wasn't there with the baby's mama to show him what being a daddy was supposed to be. So it was not just women. It was men in a multi-generational framework that understood that without a multi-generational framework, you call the young because they're strong, but you call the old because they know the way.
And on that point, on that point, and we talk about specifics. Any ministers in the room? Yeah. Okay, stand up. Stand up. Your minister, stand up. Your minister, stand up. Now, I wrote about this. I wrote about this. No, stay standing. Hold up. I wrote about this. I actually wrote about this on a blog on Essence, and all these sisters lost their mind. Here's what I say, going to Just Point. I say no pastor should have baby dedication unless they have made the effort to talk to and counsel the dad. I didn't say don't dedicate the child, but make the effort, which then requires you to have a men's ministry to send 3 or 4 to talk to that man and to educate him. And so if there's a specific, no pastor should dedicate another child until they do that, because once you do that, now you deal with baby mama drama, baby daddy drama, and now you're getting to the heart of it. You're at the point of the building of a family. So if you dedicate a baby without talking to daddy, you are part of the problem.
Let me say that.